Hello folks, Charlie Gipple with a video of the week from my car. I'll tell you why I'm doing this from my car. I've never done this before because I was just driving to a business meeting and I saw road rage. One guy was road raging on another guy because that other guy didn't leave the stoplight soon enough when it turned green. But that one guy's anger reminded me of something. Behavioral finance, of course, right? No, it reminded me of this story. So the year was 12,000 BC. 12,000 BC. This is 14,000 years ago. You and your buddy, you're walking through the woods. You're walking through the woods so you could find some food. Grocery stores didn't exist in 12,000 BC, right? So you're walking through the woods, but you hear this loud, thunderous growl about 20 feet behind you. This thing is huge. It's startling. You turn around immediately to see what it is. What was it? It was a saber-toothed tiger. It's a 400-pound saber-toothed tiger. These things had canines as long as 12 inches in some cases. And this thing is looking at you, looking at your buddy, and it is hungry. What comes over your body at that point in time? Here's what comes over your body at that point in time. This little pea-sized thing at the base of the brain called the pituitary gland, also known as the master gland. This is like the Kennedy space station for the other glands in your body. This pituitary gland sends a message to the adrenal glands, which interestingly enough sit on top of each of your kidneys. It tells the adrenal glands that they need to secrete a particular hormone into your bloodstream, and they need to do it right now. What is that hormone that I'm referring to? That hormone that is then secreted, it's injected into the bloodstream, is called adrenaline. Here's what's interesting about adrenaline. When adrenaline comes over you, your pupils dilate, your blood pressure increases, your heart rate increases. What's most interesting is the blood leaves many parts of your body to go to the parts of your body that make you athletically superior than you were previous to getting this shot of adrenaline. That butterfly feeling you get in your stomach maybe before you do a presentation when you're experiencing fight or flight, this is the movement of blood going to other parts of your body, right? Going to your muscles so you can be athletically superior than you were previously to getting this shot of adrenaline. This fight or flight instinct that's been given to us by our maker, this is a beautiful thing. This is what has allowed us to survive that saber-toothed tiger. But here's the thing. In today's complicated world, 14,000 years later, many times those fight or flight instincts can be an overreaction because the world is a lot more complicated today. And today, the world requires logic versus just flat out instincts, right? Such as that guy road raging on the other guy, getting upset, getting stressed out. You can bet his pupils were dilated. You can bet his blood was pumping to the parts of the body so that allowed him to fight this other guy, right? Even though fortunately it didn't happen. But money is a lot more complicated than fighting that saber-toothed tiger. So many times the reaction is a mismatch from the circumstances that you're faced with. We all know that when the stock market crashes, many times consumers sell out at that point in time. Why? Because they are under severe stress. They are experiencing fight or flight. Do you know that when people are stressed out, they can lose as much as 13 points off their IQ because of those fight or flight knee-jerk instincts, right? Or conversely, when the market goes up, many times people feel that fight instinct. They want to buy more, but many times it is too late. When fight or flight comes over you, also many times you're subject to biases. For instance, if your buddy had taken off to go that direction after that saber-toothed tiger had growled at him, chances are you would have followed him, right? That's called herd mentality. We all know how herd mentality has worked with folks in the stock market. It hasn't turned out very well. So if you're an investor, make sure you're aware of these instincts that we have and make sure they do not control you in times where rationality should come over you instead of fight or flight. And if you're an advisor or an agent, make sure you can identify this with your consumers and talk with your consumers about these fight or flight instincts, as well as the 117 biases that we are subject to. That is behavioral finance. That is why behavioral finance is one of the most important linchpins in the financial services business. If you like this video, feel free to like it, feel free to share it with your friends, or give me comments. Did you not like it? Constructive criticism or feedback or additions. Thank you for your time.